Alrighty, hey guys. So, the topic that I chose today is confirming and disconfirming evidence, confirmation bias, which we read about in Chapter 3 of our textbook. The article that I chose was on the failure to eliminate hypothesis in a conceptual task by P.C. Wason in 1960. Wason's research question was basically, are people ready and willing to hypothesize confirmations in a scientific and non-scientific setting? Basically, are people willing to go against their own beliefs even when their beliefs are proven wrong? So in a nutshell, if I have my own belief and it's clearly incorrect, am I going to go against it? Or will I still stick by my own belief? So the hypothesis that Wason had was, even if scientific data refutes evidence, people are so stuck in their beliefs that they are unlikely to conform. So Wason basically stated that, people are so stuck in their way that no matter what evidence was thrown at them, 100% factual, they would continue with their own belief instead of switching and conforming. So the research methods were as follows. So they chose 29 participants. All were undergraduate psychology students, 17 male and 12 female. Some were first year, some were second year, and some were third year. The article doesn't go into too much depth on which were, of those numbers, which were which year. It just kind of stated that some were from different years, except for the original 6 correct answers, which we'll go into detail in the next couple of slides. The original 6, there were 4 that were second years and 2 that were third years that got the initial announcement correct for the rule. So the given conforming rule was 246. So basically, Wason came out to the 29 participants and stated, here is kind of my rule. It's 246. The goal of the research was for the participants to actually figure out the rule itself. And for this, Wason gave each participant a record sheet, which is right here, figure 1. The numbers to the left were the numbers that Wason himself gave at the beginning, which were 246. The participants were allowed to write underneath the 246 however many attempts they wanted to, the reason they chose those numbers, and then Wason would come around and state whether it conformed or does not conform with the original conforming rule. So the results were as followed. You have your tables 1 through 3, each showing a different kind of frequency. The first one was the frequency of announcements. So there were a total of 5 announcements. The second table was frequency of types of instances immediately following incorrect rules, and the third one was frequency of incorrect rules at successive announcements. So the results were most of the participants kind of just continued with increasing values of 2, so some would go with 6, 8, 10, some of them went even higher and went 96, 98, 100. Only 6 out of 29 gave the correct rule at the first announcement, and like I had stated a couple slides back, of those 6, 4 were second years and 2 were third years. In the first announcement, 29 answers were given, which means in the beginning all participants were participating. At the second announcement, only 22 participated, and the numbers continued to drop. And it was kind of believed by Wason, that the participants either got so stuck in their way and their beliefs that they were giving the correct one, that they kind of just stopped participating. So, Wason kind of thought about in his discussion was increasing magnitude, which was the given rule, was it was just numbers increasing. It could have been 1, 2, 3, could have been 4, 5, 6. He just happened to choose 2, 4, 6, and the participants kind of stuck with the going on by 2. So he kind of thought maybe that increasing by magnitude was too trivial. So basically, people weren't going to think that simply. The next is the reinforcement of these subjects' rules by the conforming instances block the notion that there might be any alternative. So basically, by confirming their own instant kind of rule on that record sheet, it was kind of taken away the possibility that any other answer was correct. So they believed that what they were doing was correct, and there wasn't really any other answer. The results show that very few intelligent young adults spontaneously test their beliefs in a situation which does not appear to be of a scientific nature. Added in a little picture down here. It says, I've heard the rhetoric from both sides. Time to do my own research on real truth. Literally the first link that agrees with you. Jackpot. Thanks, guys.